Welcome to Rebound Detroit, Detroit's first own premium talk show, proudly presented by Oasis Mediterranean Cuisine, located on 12 Mile Road, Warren City, Michigan, one of the finest Mediterranean restaurants. We are pleased to have with us Zain Ismail, Principal Consultant, Henry Ford Health System, and a young emerging leader, recently being highlighted in Quaint's Detroit business for 20s in the 20s. Welcome to Rebound Detroit, Zain.
Thank you for having me.
Let's start Detroit's discovery.
Sure, let's do it.
What does Detroit mean to you?
When I think about a word that describes Detroit, what first comes to mind to me is growth. So I grew up and still live in Windsor, Ontario, so on the other side of the river. And we've had this beautiful view of the city for years and have been supporters of the city for a long time. And every time I'm down there in downtown or midtown or New Center, I work there every day now, I'm always seeing new investments being made, new buildings going up, new restaurants, new announcements of corporations coming down. And so to me, it's growth.
What are your views on Detroit's rebound as a city?
I would say that I'm sort of a little bit skeptical of the rebound. I think great investments, and there's been great progress sort of in the downtown and midtown and New Center, but it strikes me that there still needs to be a lot more investment and thought given to how the neighborhoods are going to develop. There's still a lot of needs out there from just what I've seen on some of the different biking tours that I've done, and even just talking with members of that community and those that are truly plugged into what's going on there. And so there needs to be a lot more thought given to how we're equitably going to spread sort of that rebound of the city that the downtown and Corktown and Midtown are experiencing.
Which developments in terms of healthcare industry would you attribute for Detroit's rebound as a city?
Sure, that's a good question. So a lot of our healthcare investments in Detroit, so to speak, a lot of them are big institutions. So I think about my own employer, Henry Ford Health System. They've been down in the city of Detroit for many, many years through good and bad. Henry Ford Hospital is, one of the big flagships down there right off M10. You also have the Detroit Medical Center, you have Carmano's Cancer Center, you have the Health Alliance Plan of Michigan, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and some others who have always kept some of their employees and some of their buildings, so to speak, right down there in the city. And so what's happened is you've had these healthcare partners, so to speak, who have always maintained a certain amount of activity and a certain amount of investment in the downtown. And I think they've been a great contributor to making sure that the city has something there. And they've been great partners now as we see the city turning around, working with the broader business community as everyone else shows up.
Do you believe in the sustainability of these developments for Detroit's rebound as a city?
Sure. So I think from a healthcare perspective, I'm pretty confident that many of the healthcare stakeholders that are currently in the city aren't going anywhere soon. Large institutions aren't super susceptible to the economic woes that other companies or institutions would be. So I'm confident that they will stay there. But in terms of the rest of the development downtown and sort of the restaurants and the business, I think a lot of it's going good now. The economy's going well, but until more of the infrastructure that will keep it all sustainable, like transportation and education, and a plan for sort of the equitable development of the rest of the neighborhoods comes to fruition, I think that our current gains in the city are at risk.
Thank you for sharing your opinion, Zain.
Thank you for having me.
Let's make Detroit a global healthcare destination with its footprint of rebound and make it happen. Have a nice Thanksgiving. Please stay tuned and stay warm.